Hello Commanders, how's it going? This is the Life Giver, and in today's video, as you saw from my intro, I opened a whole bunch of chests. So I opened the silver chest because they were on special offer, which I got the offers, and that's the reason why I was able to open so many chests. The total amount that I opened was 85, so a pretty massive haul of stuff. So this video is going to be slightly different. I'm not going to commentate through the openings, so basically at the end of me basically talking about my winnings, I will have the video for you to sort of the footage of you to go through to look at my winnings, and you can just verify that I've actually got all these prizes rather than me showing you a bunch of screenshots pretending that I've got all this stuff. So it was quite interesting. The reason why I got so many silver keys is because I wanted to sort of maximize the ability to get a lot of stuff, which in general will basically serve me better in the long run rather than spending a whole bunch of money buying resources. So if you looked at one of my previous videos where I talk about budgeting and how to optimize if you're a paying player, I created a video to talk about how you can optimize your spending if you have a budget. So with this take with opening the keys, I decided that I wasn't going to opening chests. I decided that I wasn't going to buy any gold or the operation passes or get any keys for the super chest, that kind of thing. So I'm solely concentrating on the event chest plus a premium. So my spend for this month is slightly over budget of about £50 or so, about $60. I think it might be $50 because Pixonic have improved the pricing recently, where if you're in the UK you do pay slightly less. So for example, if in America an offer was for $10, previously in the UK you had to pay £10, which was more expensive, but they've actually reduced the price to like £9, so you're making a bit of a saving there. But anyway, let's get on with it. So let's just show you my prizes. As you can see on screen, a massive haul of stuff. I'm not going to say crap because a lot of it is useful to me, but let's sort of just jump into the prizes that I won. So I'm just going to come out with it. Disappointingly, I didn't win the Freedom Fafnir, so I didn't get that. I was hoping I'd get it because in total now I believe I probably opened about 100 silver chests, including all the openings I had from before. I've probably opened like 15 or 20 of those before I got these the keys for these 85 chests, and unfortunately I haven't won the Freedom Fafnir, but I have got a full setup of the Skadi weapons for the Fafnir. But anyway, so let's just show you my haul. So as you can see, I've sort of layered everything in terms of how many prizes I got. So the lowest prize count at the top, and if you scroll down like this, you'll see that I've won more prizes. But let's just start from the top. I won 2 Hell weapons, which are the new heavy weapons. I won 6,000 gold, which is pretty decent. I was sort of able to select pilot skills for my existing pilots. I won 4 Mani pilots. I have no idea what I'm going to do with so many pilots. I think I've got 1 Mani pilot in the bot somewhere, but I still have to decide if I want to use the other 3. I won 5 Johanna pilots, so I think I've got like 6 or 7 in total because I've got one in a Fafnir from a previous winning, the pilot that is. And then I won a lot of the Skadi weapons. So as I said, I got a full Freedom Skadi setup, but I also won 4 Skadis outright. So that's 4 meaning weapons that I could possibly stick on my second Fafnir if I get one. I won 36,000 power cells, which is pretty insane. That's pretty useful because I do love my power cells, and as you can see, I've got quite a lot. I got 200,000 or so, so that was really cool. I won 8. This is it, 8 paint jobs for the normal Fafnir. So I think I already had like 3 or 4 before that, but now I've got a lot more. It's insane. I won 9 snare weapons, which are the light weapons. So I've got some on some robots. We'll have some gameplay footage toward the end of this. And as you can see, a whole bunch of components for the snare. I was able to build 2 snares with these components, and then I was able to build 1 Skadi by getting all those components, and then obviously I got 1 Fafnir. It wasn't a Freedom Fafnir, but I got enough components to get myself 1 Fafnir. I think I have in total 4,500 components now for normal Fafnir, so might be close to building another one. in case I don't get the Freedom Fafnir. So this month we're only halfway through. I think the event will sort of roll over into next month, which might go into my budget for next month for buying coins. So that might be the only other way I get a Freedom Fafnir. Or if Pixonic decide to release the Freedom Fafnir in an operation, because currently at the moment you can get the Megalodon Orochi in the event. So I reckon maybe even if I don't get it in this chest opening, maybe in the next operation, then they might give us the Freedom Fafnir. And then as you can see, I won a whole bunch of gold coins. I won 1,300 and I was able to open 6 of those chests and I won a bunch of prizes. I'll go through those at the end. A lot of components again for hell. I got 3 hells on top of what I won, so I got 5 in total, so pretty insane. And at the bottom there you can see the prizes that I got from opening the gold chest from the coins that I won. So I got some components for the incinerator, the scorcher, and then I got the new Beluva weapon for the Titan. I got a Scald weapon, Scald components. I got 2 Scald weapons actually, and the Scald components. That's basically what my haul was. So pretty insane. I think this will probably keep me going for a long time. I've got a bunch of robots in my hangar where I've got all the new weapons. But so let's jump into my hangar right now and show you what I'm using now for gameplay. Okay, so guys, I have my hangar here. As you can see, I've equipped all the weapons. I have my ancient tier with the Scardies on there. I have that Fafnir that I built from components, from winning all the components from the chest openings. And as you can see, I have a full set of Freedom Scardies on there, which I haven't leveled up. And my Fafnir is level 1 and the weapons are level 1. So I haven't got time at the moment to upgrade because I think I'm upgrading, or I was upgrading something by Leech. But it's not. So, okay, cool. So let's go back. Got my Fafnir. I've got my Experimental Loki with the snares on there. I won, I believe, 9 of these. Pretty crazy. And here's my Megalodon Orochi with the hells that I won as well. So that's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool, to be fair. Not bad. And then finally, I have a Strider. Don't ask me why. I thought it would be fun to see what it's like having the new weapons on a Strider. But as you can see, from my robots, the weapons are low level because I just won them basically. So let's go for a test drive and see what we can do. We'll go for a domination, one of my favorite beacon modes. Beacon rush is my favorite, but domination is also fun because it's a beacon capture gameplay mode. But let's sort of see what we can do. So I'm going to jump in with the Strider and see what we can do with level 1 weapons. Obviously we're going to lose, but let's get to this beacon as quickly as possible. Again, these weapons, the snare and the hell, have a 600 meter range, so I can start firing and locking this player down. As you can see, we were accumulating an ability with the freeze, and I'm probably going to die here, but because it's a very low level Strider, and I am probably playing against Champion League players, so pretty tough. But let's jump in with the Megalodon Orochi. Let's freeze these players. Okay, there's a fellow Orochi there. I think I can sort of just... And that's what I love about these new weapons. Whereas if I had the Calamities on there, I'd have to lock before I'm able to fire. But with these weapons, I can just fire. Like, I don't need to lock. It's sort of like having a rocket, to be honest. So I'm just shooting my teammate there. Okay, cool. So let's freeze that enemy there. So you can see the effect accumulation appears on the top of the enemy player. I got blocked here by this nemesis. Activate my ability to get some stealth in before I get shot. So let's try to capture this beacon. Okay, there's a Lancelot over there. So these might not be Champion League players. Probably because... Oh! Died from that hawk with the dot effect. Never mind. So let's jump in with my ancient tier. Right, so I'm not really playing competitively. That being said, because my weapons are fairly low level, we're just testing out these weapons and what it's like to have a hangar with all the same types of weapons, because I've never been able to do this before. The shield in the tier protecting me there, the physical shield, the tier has a physical shield, and it can be destroyed depending on how much damage it incurs. So let's face this hawk, let that shield take all the hits, and now we're going to freeze this. We're going to be frozen this hawk now, and I'm going to heal up because my shield might give way. There we go, it's given away my shield, and okay, cool, we got that kill. There's an incoming Typhon. This is the most annoying setup in the game. Typhon with a pulsar, and second to that is a Typhon with a wasp weapon. Really annoying, really irritating. If you want to irritate the enemy team, go for the same setup. That's my recommendation. But here we have my Loki. Let's go into stealth mode. So, I mean, despite my weapons being pretty low level, I mean, I did a bit of damage to the team. But we'll find out at the end of the game how much damage I was able to accomplish with these weapons. But let's freeze up this. Actually, that was a bad choice because he's going to block me from activating my ability. That was terrible. So what happened there was I basically came out of stealth mode with the Loki, and unfortunately that Typhon played a very good strategic move. He basically used Blackout on me version 2, and that stopped me from reactivating my Loki stealth, and as a result I died because of his pulsars probably just killed me. So as you can see, my level 1 Fafnir is really slow, and level 1 Skadi weapons don't seem to do much damage other than applying a freeze effect. But what I really want to do is stay away from this Typhon. But so I think the inbuilt weapon has a range of 350 meters, but I need to basically step back or get away because remember it's a level 1 Fafnir. But bear in mind, when the Fafnir is walking like this, it has more defense points. So a bit like the it's a bit like the Fenrir, pretty tanky when you're walking with that ability. So another incoming. That's oh, there's a Scorpion there. So I can't target it just yet, but right. So I've got Joanna the pilot. I want to land and heal. Did he heal? I don't think he did. Oh, there we go. We've got a nice bit of healing there from Johanna, the pilot, which is basically her special ability is to heal the Fafnir once it lands. So you could probably spam the hell out of that to get some health points. It's very similar to the Loki and Chester Cohen pilot, where he restores a bit of a health. Get some health, I believe, when you... I'm dying now, each one there. Yeah, so Chester Cohen, I believe, generates health when you come out of stealth mode and go back in. So let's activate our ability to see if we can get this hawk to target us, because we want to charge this inbuilt weapon. But I think we're going to die. I've only got a little bit of health, so I died. So the great thing about the Fafnir is that once you activate its shield, the retribution shield, I suppose, what people are calling it, it charges the inbuilt weapon for the Fafnir, so there's a lot more damage. And I've seen some really high level Mark III Fafnirs take out Titans like they're nothing. So if you do see a Fafnir and it's got its shield activated, the purple shield, wait for that to finish and then attack it. Otherwise you are just charging its ability, and in return it will probably kill you quite quickly. So we're going to see if we can hunt down this hawk without dying too quickly. So this nerf really, I've been feeling it quite a lot actually. This, oh, I activated my ability for some reason. So the nerf, I've noticed that this Arthur dies really quick now. I mean, despite this shield getting a buff, the Arthur does suffer a lot. So yeah, it sucks. I've noticed my Arthur being really squishy in battle. But as you can see, I've got shotguns on this bad boy. But they're fairly low level, level 3, and we lost that game. So let's have a quick look at the enemy team and see what sort of levels they're bots. If I could see the hangers, that is. So okay, that's on Android, 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 Android. Here we go, there's a master there. So I'm sort of thinking maybe the enemy team, who are in the top positions, have got pretty powerful hangers, but they're only expert players, so you never know. Whereas my teammates are masters, I suppose, master, expert. And as you can see, my hanger, if I click on profile, there we go, you can see all my weapons are literally level 1. So I reckon once I level up these weapons, if I want to level up these weapons, that is, because you need a lot of silver to do it, they might be a bit more effective. But generally speaking, this is the first time I've ever had a hanger in War Robots that has the exact same type of weapons. So that was quite fun to test out. But the Fafnir itself is pretty cool. But like all things that are new, they're a bit overpowered, I believe. That's just a level 1 Fafnir. I have played with this Fafnir a couple of times now, and I have been able to defeat more stronger robots. So it just tells me that I think the Fafnir might get some kind of nerf in the future. The Orochi, I believe, it's balanced, to be fair. It's very squishy when it's not got its stealth to protect it. The only trouble really is if you face an Orochi that has leveled up weapons, then you're in trouble. But generally speaking, I think the Orochi itself is very well balanced. It's not OP. The inbuilt weapon isn't OP, and the ability doesn't last too long. You know, it's not like it's going on for too long where it's in an invincible robot. Whereas the Fafnir, I reckon maybe that will have a probably get a nerf either with the amount of damage the inbuilt weapon can do, or I think the other problem with the Fafnir is the speed when it's flying. So I've seen some Mark III Fafnirs that are just like turbo speed flying around. It's insane. So I reckon at some point that will get nerfed. But that was it, guys. A very different video in terms of how I open the box openings. But I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, thumbs up, subscribe, and I will catch you soon. Okay, see ya. Bye.